am back. I'm back, not for the new moon reading, not for the full moon reading, not for the equinox, because we've already done all of that, but just for a reading, because I feel like we have had heavy readings, right? And I feel like the moon in Pisces was kind of a heavy moon, especially, I just feel like it affected a lot of us a little more deeply than usual. It was like kind of a heavy moon. And, you know, when it comes to we fire signs, which I am, it sometimes a lot of water can almost feel like someone's pissing on a fire. That's the best way I can describe it, because it really does feel like someone is like, it's like almost like deliberately trying to like tame down that which drives us, right? And I kind of felt that a little bit, not just during the full moon, but I felt it a little bit like afterwards and stuff too. So I've been doing a lot of self-healing personally to get myself into a good space. And it's been, I always self-heal, and it feels good to just self-heal and do those things that are good for me. But I'll tell you what, this past year, since, winter, I guess, I'm not even sure. The months are running together. But I've just really, like, if it weren't for my spiritual practices, I think I might have lost my shit already. Like, what a volatile time to be here on the planet. What a very volatile time. And it seems like it's heating up. It's like one thing after another all the time. So, damn. We all agreed to come here, right? We all agreed to come here and be part of this. We made an agreement. We did. Who knows? Who knows why? Who knows why? But we did. We all agreed to be here. So I think it would be nice for us to just do a reading with the intention of healing advice. So just healing advice. So let's just check where we're at, where we are all at emotionally. Not where the universe is at, not where, not where the state of the world is at, right? But for me and any of you that find this, where we're at emotionally and what we can do to nurture ourselves. With our last reading, we got to remember that we're God's perfect children, and to release feelings of guilt. And really that message is like, embrace that self-care, that self-love. So I just want to go a little deeper with that. Like, what would be, let's get a nice healing message for us. I think we need it. I think it's good for us. And I was thinking, well, if I'm going to do it for me, I'm going to just do it for whoever tunes in too, because I feel like maybe more than just me are really needing it right now. So let's see let's get some healing advice. Healing advice. Where are we at emotionally right now? It's funny because right now you just can't do a reading without pulling in the energies, no matter how much we ask to. And it makes sense because we are all being affected somehow by the state of the world and what we're all going through together here right now as, you know, as humanity. And so it's really affecting everyone's life in a very personal nature. So it is affecting us all. So it's coming up. It's coming up. But we're going to look at how we've been feeling, right? Because it's coming up, but this is all about the things that we've been feeling. So let's reflect on the way that we've been feeling. So behind us, you know, what's creating the feelings? We have the Emperor. I'm back a little ways, so I hope that you can see this. But if you look at this card really close, you'll see that this is a abusive power card. So he is literally crushing and killing, or whatever, it doesn't matter to him, so that he can stay in his glory and his power. So another one of those nefarious cards. We've gotten quite a few of them for a while. And so this is behind us. So this is how we're feeling. We're feeling that this is going on in the world. And it is going on in the world. So our feelings are valid because it really is going on in the world. And parts of the world are just really suffering. And even parts of our country here in the United States, some states are really suffering more than others. But we're all going through this, and because we're all connected, whether we like it or not, and the whole world is going through such strife right now, it's just affecting all of us. So however we look at it, whatever side of the coin or whatever we're on, no matter what, we're all going to be affected somehow. I mean, and then it's trickling into the personal lives too, right? Because of mandates and over control and trying to take people's personal power away from them. So yeah, this is what's driving us to have all of these feelings, right? So just an abuse of power going on. And a lot of us are just like, you know, we're showboating a little bit. Like we are pretending that we're fine, and we're pretending that we are not bothered by any of this, and we're showboating. Meanwhile, like if you look at this card, there are some things that she is lacking. But if you really examine the card, she's lacking some things. But to look at her from a distance, she looks as though she's got it covered. She's out there, she's dancing, she's doing her thing. She looks empowered, when in fact she's really not. There are many things that she's actually lacking, but nobody would know it to look at her. So she's putting on a good show. So I think a lot of people are putting on a good show right now. And we're feeling like we have to. We're working it. We're working it. We're praying. We're asking. We're envisioning justice. And a lot of us are actually out there making movement to try to obtain that by any lawful means we can, and to make our voices heard. And so we're wanting justice. We're wanting justice. We're seeing how much our system needs mending. Like if you look at this card here, this tree is bleeding. It's the Pentacles, so it's assets. It's our physical world. It's very grounded in our physical world. And we're seeing how broken it is and how much it needs mending. And we're trying to tend it, each individual at a time. Like there's something that all of us are doing, whether it's a prayer or it's envisioning or it's healing meditations that we're sending out, or just good vibes, or trying to be there for one another, or we're going out and we're petitioning, or, you know, we're signing things, or we're hooking up with groups of like minds. We all see very, very clearly that the system is broken and it needs mending, and that we, the people, are really the ones where it's kind of falling to us to, we've got to be the change. We've got to create the movement to be the change, to mend a system that's broken. any system that would oppress anybody is a broken system. A system that oppresses its people that it's supposed to be serving while getting fabulously rich doing it is a broken system. And we know that, and we know it needs care. We know it needs mending. So we're out there trying. We're working it. We're working it. But we're showboating a little bit, you know, we're not, you know, we're not being honest about our feelings. Like, we're not truly saying how we truly feel. We're putting on a good show. That bucket up, you know, put on a good show, look like you've got your shit together kind of card. When inside you could be feeling something completely different. So that's all going on while we just, you know, while we see the tyranny in the background. We're just, you know, we're praying for justice. We're just praying for justice and working towards it any way that we can. So yeah, we're having, you know, there's a lot of feeling going on here. You know, it's a time. This is the Hermit. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 larger arcana cards in this reading. We have the Emperor, we have Justice, and we have the Hermit. But we've gone through a time that's it can be, it can drive you crazy if you stay inside your head with all of the difficulties that's going on. This can really create problems in our head. Really, really, a lot of problems. Drive us crazy, make us feel disconnected. Just really a very upsetting time. Just a very upsetting time for people. For a lot of people, you know, people are losing their sovereignty over their body and standing in their power there and refusing to just accept an injection. They're losing their jobs. And a lot of these people losing their jobs have been the ones on the front line to serve you and me and anyone else through this entire period. And those people are now being punished for their service. It really is tyrannical. We're seeing tyranny. And it is driving us crazy. Inside, we are going crazy. That's the overall energy. The overall energy, big picture Hermit, it's kind of driving us nuts. And we're all putting on this really good show, right? Really good show. Going out and just bucking up and trying to look like a normal human being. While meanwhile, a lot of people's nerves are right frazzled. Their nerves are frazzled. Their hearts are broke. They're, you know, it's just a really hard time. It is. It is. And that's why we're doing this healing message tonight. That's why we're doing it. So yeah, it's just a really, really hard time. And in the midst of all of that, you know, you have to worry about your finances. You know, we definitely have, our inflation is going up. People are losing their jobs. People that should not have to walk away from their jobs are losing their jobs. And, you know, we've been warned last summer about the financial section. So I think we're starting to really see it. Last summer it said it's going to fall apart. And as of last summer, the energy was already there for that to happen in those readings. So that section's going to fall apart. It did promise that there is something that will come in underneath it. That there's been a lot of work because this has been foreseen. And in my humble opinion, not only foreseen, but it's been created, right? We've seen enough of those cards to know. In the last reading, we were told, you know, this has all been created. And many of us know that in our hearts anyways. So we were told that something would come in under it. Let's hope that we don't have to wait too long and that the financial sector isn't gonna be a terrible, terrible bomb. We did have a bomb in was it 2007 or 2008? Do you guys remember that? I do. I do. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to look like that or if it's going to look worse, or, you know, who knows. But we'll see. So, you know, this is a worry. Our financial system, we're worrying about it. We're worrying about paying bills. There's a lot on our plates. There's a lot on our plates. But at the end of this reading, it's again telling us we got to support each other, right? We got to come together. We got to support each other. We got to find those like minds, those like hearts. They want us to think we're all alone. You know, they want us to be afraid. They want us to be sick. They want us to be oppressed. When I say they, obviously it's the powers that be. It's the tyrannical system. It's anyone connected to that. You know, it's the people puppeting our system. It's the people don't even know their names. They don't know their names. They've never seen their faces, but they're at the top. And all of these other people are just the puppets, you know? All for their own gain, and we're paying the price. But we have to come together. We have to come together and support each other. We're at a pivotal moment. Like, this is saying, come together, be supportive, rally around each other. I'm really blessed. The last few years, I don't know how people have found their way into my life. I have no idea. My friends list on my Facebook page was once, I kept it so small. And something in me one day was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'll accept these people's friend requests. And it's not huge now. Like, my Facebook isn't thousands of people, but it's not tiny like it once was. Like, I once deliberately kept it. And I've made connections through that. I mean, believe it or not, I have, you know, who would have thought that some of my biggest support right now, some of the words coming to me are from people that I don't really know, but I've gotten to know online, via Facebook. You know, we haven't even met, some of us, but their words inspire me, and their posts let me know I'm not alone, and our interactions on each other's posts and thoughts have just really, really helped me see that I am far from alone, far from it. So this building of communities, however we can do it, right? However we can do it, that support, building the communities, really, really being there for each other, having each other's backs, and really supporting each other is so important. And we're once again being asked to do that. So it will feel good to us. We need that support. Human beings aren't solitary creatures. We're not meant to be solitary creatures. So we've been having a hard time. You know, we've been having a hard time. And we're being told once again, we've been told in other card reads, to create strong communities, to come together, support each other. I think I'm going to just pull a couple more cards here, because this is kind of telling us how we're feeling and why. And this is telling us what to do. It's the healing piece of it, right? What can help us, what will benefit us. Let's just pull a couple more here, okay? Page of Swords. You and me, whoever's tuning in, they are letting us know that we have that deep ability within us to discern, to intuit, and to see clearly. We see clearly. And it's just being reiterated so that we don't lose faith, so that we hold the line, so that we stand in our power over our lives and our bodies and our choices and our lives. We empower ourselves. We understand what it is that we need. We see with clear eyes what is going on. Okay? So this is a reiteration, right? It's validation. We're not crazy. We are not crazy. We need to support each other. It's so important. So, so important. We have those skills to discern, to know, to intuit, and to see. And we're being told to use them. We've been using them. Trust them. Trust them. They're there for us. Also with the page, it reminds you to keep your energy feeling vibrant and young. Imagine knowing all that we know now, right? And having the feeling of 15. The energy of 15. This stuff can be pretty heavy and it can sort of weigh you down. So let's lift our vibrations up and pick them up and expansion, right? Expand our vibrations and trust our guidance and our intuition. We're on it. We know we're on it. Don't let anybody tell you different. You stand in your power. Own it and claim it. Okay? One more card there, and then I'm going to pull us one from the Dolphin Mermaid deck. Knight of Swords. Be brave. Be brave. Be gallant. And be the warrior. So pull ourselves up. Embrace that young, vibrant energy that comes with the page. Know that we have all the tools we need. We are intuitive. We see clearly and we know clearly. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let somebody else try to tell you that your intuition about yourself and your life in this world and what you see clearly is wrong. That's them taking your power. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Stand in that power. Be invalidated. Be invalidated. And once again, be brave, be courageous, be the warrior, be the warrior. Nobody is going to fly in on their white horse and save somebody that doesn't want to be saved. There's a lot of thought today that, people have these ideas of all these ways that we're going to miraculously be saved. I say, why would we wait to be saved? We can save ourselves. We're strong. We just need to get up off the couch and do it, right? We just need to do it. We need to believe we're doing it. We need to see what we're doing as happening. We need to live as though it's happened already. So be strong, be courageous, be the warrior, right? Pull that fire up from inside. Be driven with passion, with love, with compassion. Pull in that light. Be the warrior for the good. Only do good. No harm. Never do harm, right? Right. So, one more card there? One more? One more? Let's see. Feels like one more. Yeah. And if we do all of that and we bring some balance into our lives, we'll begin to be able to see what we've been working on so far. It's already starting to yield a harvest, okay? It's in the very early stages, it's too. But we're getting results already, so we need to keep at it. Keep at it. Okay? I'll leave it at that. That's pretty good. We're starting to get the harvest. It's there. It's there. All right. Now, let's take and get something from my Dolphin Mermaid deck. So I hope that helped. Like, yes, we see all this stuff going on around us, but we were also given some advice and validated and told that already there's already starting to be a harvest from the work we're putting in. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was helpful. All right, so now let's look at the Dolphin Mermaid deck and see what the Dolphin Mermaid deck has to say for our positive affirmation. I may come on and do these once a week until just to kind of give us that just a healing moment, you know, just to come here with the advice and the intention of us gleaning some healing. All right, not necessarily advice or encouragement, but healing. You know, because with the moons, we get everything's healing. All the readings are healing, but we get the encouragement to move on, and we get told what's going on within the world or whatever. This is really about us. This is about us having a moment to heal. So, you know, if you pull this up and you start watching it, go ahead and pause it, light a couple of candles, dim the lights, you know, breathe in, breathe out, do some grounding, light some incense, light some sage, get your breath mellow, kind of woosah, and then hit play and just pull it in. You know, pull in that healing, pull in that love. So I've definitely come to this with the love vibration. I come to these readings with love and compassion every time. So these readings always get the best of my heart, the best of my soul. So that's the energy going out. I mean, even when I've come to the readings, and you know, you can probably see it in my eyes or in my face and hear it in my voice when I've had a hard day, because I've had a lot of stuff that I'm struggling with myself this year, and I almost quit doing these readings. Almost, but I haven't, not yet, so we'll see. Right now, maybe we'll start doing this once a week. Give me the feedback if you're interested, because I don't know if you don't tell me, right? All right, so let's see. Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So we were just told that all of the work that we're doing for ourselves, whatever we're doing for our communities, our friends, the communities that we're creating, if we're out there and we're rocking and rolling this movement for freedom, you know, then there's definitely a lot of work going into that. And we're being told, whatever you're doing in your personal life, like whatever you're doing in your work or your home or your family, whatever it is right now that we're all doing, and many of us are doing like a bunch of stuff. Whatever it is that you're doing, you have the Midas touch. Everything that you do turns to gold. Now remember, when we work forward from a place of joy and positivity, we really are putting that energy out there. So we're being encouraged. We're being encouraged to do what we do and do it well, because it will turn to gold. All right, so there's our healing reading. For anyone that was needing it, you'll find it. yeah. So anyway, until the next time that I see you, bless you all, and much love. Take care.